immediately I was like, this is such a massive opportunity for our customers. We know that if it was just a simple ROI, these things would sell. You'd never be able to keep them in stock, right? I mean, we're changing the way a business operates. I think it's a wild time to be involved. I know that this is something that is a game changer. It's
Okay, great. So Raymond Fyler, thank you so much for joining us today. It's a real privilege to have somebody with your expertise here with us. Just to start off, could you tell us about what is the job of the Director of Equipment Sales and Services? What does it entail?
Sure. Thank you for having me. So my role with BradyPLUS is I oversee all equipment sales and the selling of service throughout North America. And so I'm a support role. I'm an advocate. I'm everything that I can be for this company to drive equipment sales, whether it's through innovation, whether it's through the repairing and what did that look like, all through supporting our customers and making sure that they have the best information and resources, as well as our sales team at the ground level.
Brilliant. And since when has robotics played a role in your daily work?
Sure, yeah. So robotics came up for me about 3 years ago. So my background is I used to work for MGM Resorts International, and I ran housekeeping and EVS, which is like public areas. And so, the cleaning of these massive resorts here in Las Vegas and, maintaining, millions of square feet. As I moved into the BradyPLUS role in equipment, and got exposed to robotics about 3 years ago, immediately I was like, this is such a massive opportunity for our customers. It's a way of being able to support the cleaning force that's out on the team. And, when you think about resorts, and again, this is just how it started for me, it's all about customer facing. How do we engage with the customer? And when you take somebody that's, riding on top of a machine for 8 hours a day, or someone that's, kind of head down just mopping, I really looked at robotics as what a great way to take these individuals and allow them to have more high touch points with our customers. And so that's where it started for me about 3 years ago, and I've never looked back since.
Awesome. And could you share which customer groups or sectors have the highest robotics sales and in your view, and in which industries has robotics already been fully adopted?
Sure. I think industrial is obviously the largest. When we look at that segment, there's a high level of labor inefficiency that's happening. And so, we looked at that and said, you're already buying it through, whether it's through packaging, whether it's through, just material handling, right? And figuring out how to move these jobs. I think Amazon, obviously influenced the industry to where awareness happened. And so what we're doing is, in conjunction with kind of that mindset, we're also jumping into that space and, saying, hey, you're already doing this. So the early adopter phase, if you will, is kind of, you're past that, right? You're aware of it. You're comfortable with it. How do we engage? I think when you get into, traditional Jansen verticals, you're seeing a lot in hospitality, not as much as I would like, but I think, again, that's that early adopter phase. And I think education is the largest growth sector. Unfortunately, custodians are becoming harder and harder to find. The next generation isn't necessarily interested in doing that type of work. And so these school districts are having to scramble to figure out. We have school districts across the country that are short over 100+ custodians. And so us being able to come in and advise them on ways to mechanize labor and automate labor rather has been, I think where they're seeing a lot of growth.
Fantastic. And you touched upon the efficiencies, and just to maybe draw a bit more on that, what obstacles have you identified in the automation of cleaning?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is change management. what I pride myself on and our teams on is, we really take the time to understand what's happening with our customers. We know that if it was just a simple ROI, these things would sell. You never be able to keep them in stock, right? And so, we've understood that while yes, we need to understand what the financial impact is going to be, that's such a small piece of what's going to happen. I mean, we're changing the way a business operates by adding in these new team members. And, we're always very thoughtful of ensuring that this is not about complete automation. This is about, support. This is about, we still need someone in a lot of cases to manage the robots, if you will. And we think that's an important step. There's a lot of great people that know their operations better than we ever will. And so those are the obstacles that we have, but I think we're finding ways to overcome that and really dial in on, how do we help your business adapt to this change?
Mhm. Brilliant. And is there a heightened concern in your view about sand in casinos, just as it's and your area of expertise also in regards to robotic cleaning and its effectiveness due to your location?
Yeah, I mean, I think for me, nationwide, right? Anywhere that's coastal, anywhere that's desert, yeah, really anywhere, right? One of the things we've always talked about, even before autonomy, right, was the idea of, dirt that gets inside has started outside. And so what is your program outside in the parking lots, before it even gets inside? And so the concern, I would say, isn't necessarily focused on sand. It's about quality of carpet. And when you have, we'll take the large resorts as a great example. When there's minimal walk-off matting because you have a particular look that you have to achieve, your carpet becomes your walk-off mat. And I think that's where the sand and grit really becomes the challenge, because it's what shreds down those fibers. And so I'd say unconsciously, yes, it is a huge concern. It's something that we talk about with our customers, and what are you doing to remove that? But I think overall, it's more about just what are they doing outside, coming inside, and how do you maintain that environment?
Sure. And looking into the future, what is your
Sure.
assessment of future developments in the robotics market?
I think it's a wild time to be involved. I think robotics is going to continue to change our landscape. While I've been in janitorial, food service, and packaging space through distribution a very short amount of time, comparatively, I know that this is something that is a game changer. It's innovation in the Jan Sand space that hasn't been seen. Normally we're talking about a new paper towel dispenser, right? And that's something new and innovative and very cool and impactful. But I think we've always spoken about mechanization as a way to make labor more efficient. And what better way than to take somebody from sitting on top of a robot to having someone, using an upright vacuum for hours and hours and hours, doing these massive amounts of carpet, to having them engaged with your customers and growing your business financially, and removing those tasks that are repetitive. And I think it's something that as the industry continues to adopt, as you continue to see larger and larger companies implement this, I think there's no turning back. I think it's going to be absolutely wild over the course of the next 2 to 5 years, and by then we're going to be looking at this and going, okay, what do you do next, right? Like what happens next? So it's pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited about it, and it's a joy to be in this space.
Brilliant. And it's been a joy to speak with you. Thank you so much for the insights and sharing your expertise with us. Have a great day.
Awesome, you as well. Thank you.